coming through just like I want it to. No issues at all. As you can see, I taped off the buttstock on this Volta or E-Mod. That was one thing that was a little bit worrisome to me because it had rubber in it, and I had heard through some friends myself that this stuff does not take rubber, and I tested it. You know, because like I told you guys, always test things yourself, never go by just what somebody else says, and I know for a fact it will not stick. So let this thing dry for about, you know, maybe 10-15 minutes, see what it is. I will be baking it as well, putting it at 200 degrees for about 15 minutes. I saw another guy online do that, and it seemed to work out pretty well, so I'm going to try that myself. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Alright guys, so now I have the optic itself wrapped up. I'm going to now apply my first coat of khaki. It's kind of the color I'm going with. I want it to be, like I said, a little bit more of a desert color, so I want this to kind of blend in a little bit more with that surrounding. So I'm going to start off, like I said, every coat as you go is going to get a little bit more more vibrant, especially with such a dark background. So I want to be careful with how much I'm going to spray on here with this color. Again, this is my first coat while the optic is wrapped in this configuration. The next time I do another coat, I'm going to re-wrap it again, leaving this wrap on there, not messing with those lines, and then continuing on that pattern. So here we go. So it's kind of just lightly adjust that. Don't sit in one area too long. You want to make sure that, you know, you get all the areas where the lines are, but you don't want to sit in one particular area, you know, too long. So start when you spray. Make sure you start before you get to it, and then as you let off on it, let go, and then as you come back on, start applying right before you touch it. And make sure you keep your, I usually go about 6 to 8 inches away, give or take, and I just make sure that I just do even strokes. Keep applying, keep going. Alright, and so that is done for that wrap. So what's going to be green in there now, remember, like I said, I'm going for a desert look. So right now it's, you know, going at like a khaki color, but underneath each of those wraps is that forest green. And so that's what's going to kind of blend it a little bit. I'm just trying this color out. I'm not sure if I'm going to like any of these colors particularly, but this is a route that I'm going to try to attempt. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply, I'm not really, like I said, this is no safe queen, so I'm just going to take the optic, basically just going to put it on the ground. I'm going to take the barrel next, and I'm going to put it on here and do kind of the same thing, just letting it dry, you know, while still working. So see, this thing is still pretty wet, but I know I can still touch the burlap as well as the other side. We're still good. So I'm still excited with that. Just move on to the barrel, and again, you don't have to do anything at first. It doesn't have to be a crazy wrap. You're going to see that this barrel at first is going to be quite exposed in the very beginning process of this. Let's see if I can get this thing to stand up. Make life a lot easier if I could. Okay, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to apply the khaki again. So again, nice smooth strokes. And the khaki looks pretty good so far. I don't mind that color at all. I wasn't 100% sure on how well I like it, but it's doing pretty well. I like it. Alright, so now the barrel itself is done. I'm going to leave it there for about 15-20 seconds, and I'm going to move on to the handguard. And I'm going at a little faster pace, guys. So like I said, if I need to repaint it, I'm not too worried about it, but I want to have you guys understand exactly what I'm talking about when we do these wraps. I know there's been a few videos out there, but they really haven't gone. I mean, there's a few guys going in more descriptions, but I'm trying to give you guys the best option that I think. Not only on the cheap end, you can do this pretty cheap and have a very, very effective technique and a great camouflage pattern. And if you look at a lot of guys that are operating different countries and whatnot, they're not going out and buying fucking some $200 stencil kit and throwing it on their gap. It's not happening. What they're doing is they're freaking using the environment around them. So yeah, could I use leaves? Could I use twigs? All sorts of shit? Absolutely. But that's not really what I'm going for. I could very easily carry 552 cord on me, cut it in half, pull out the materials inside, lay it over the rifle and use that. I could very well easy in my go bag keep something like Jude and wrap the rifle like this. It's very, very simple. Couple rattle cans with me and we're rocking and rolling. So this is an example of this. The barrel seems to be dries in the areas that I want it to be, which is just basically the bottom. I just need it to stand up. That's all I'm really concerned about. I have end caps on both sides, so I really don't care about the bottom of the barrel because it's capped off and so is the top. So next, move on to the handguard. Same thing. I'm going to leave this boy standing. It's easy, and I'm going to come on into spraying this. Just remember, guys, start at 4 before you touch it. Nice even coats. Try to keep your hand around the same distance, and really all that shit really doesn't matter that much. But if you're trying to get a pretty good look, you're gonna want to have consistency. And if you want to be consistent about this, you need to keep the pattern flowing the entire time about the same distances. Yeah, you could very well easily go have this done somewhere. Take up a couple $100, even thousands of dollars, depending on the individual that's doing it for you. But at the same time, when you're doing stuff like that, that's not you doing it, that's somebody else doing it. In life, there's times where you have to step up, become a man or a gal, or whatever you are, and step to the plate and do shit yourself. Sometimes you got to just get out there, give it a try, don't be too scared. Nothing's really going to go wrong, it's just paint, you can always repaint it. It's not that big of a deal, as you can see. I mean, I'm fucking with it, I'm not too worried about it. That was my barrel falling over, so I'll just repaint that real quick before I finish this up. And actually that barrel dried pretty well, actually. Happy about that. And again, all it's doing is just when the barrel falls like that, it's not that big of a deal because I have the Jude wrapped around it. So all that's happening is the barrel itself is just hitting Jude. So I'm not really worried about it. So let this bad boy stay up there. Take the barrel. I'm going to stick it on there as well. See if I can actually balance this out. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll find out. Yeah, we're good. So just quickly spray that bad boy real quick. And she's done. All right, guys. So next you'll see me go on to the lower and upper receiver. Basically the gun itself, pretty much put together without the barrel. A few other things, but that's basically an idea of what you're going to be doing. You got the optic, we got the barrel done, as well as the handguard. The handguard itself is the Midwest Industries 12-inch Gen 2 SS series, and then you have the V7 Weapon Systems 16-inch stainless steel match barrel. It's the lightweight version, and then I have the Bushnell's TRS 25 red dot optic on there. And I'll go over reviews later on about all these different parts. But yeah, this is basically just a quick, easy, down and dirty way how to paint your rifle. All right, click subscribe if you like the video. Comments or anything like that, just keep posting whatever you guys want. Be respectful. Don't harass each other and stuff like that. It's ridiculous when people get on there and start bashing people about stupid shit. Half the time these guys don't even know what they're talking about. You guys are sitting behind your fucking couches not doing anything. So enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.